Alright guys, welcome back to an exciting episode of Movie Clips Instant Trailer Review. Pacific Rim trailer just dropped. We're reviewing it. It looks awesome.
It does
God,
awesome.
God bless The Hobbit for giving us all of these great trailers.
It's a great week for trailers. I was stoked about this movie. I'm continuously stoked about this movie. The more I hear about it, the more I see of it. So, here we go. Hit the button, Jimmy.
Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, we are rolling, my friend. We are rolling deep in trailers.
All right, so it does a little bit of a bomb, but just a tiny bit.
But bear with it. It's more like
almost
like the tsunami sirens.
Now that shot kind of reminds me of the Lost World, you know, and they have the T-Rex on the back of the ship.
This is way cooler than that.
Yeah.
Now, this though, you might be saying, well, what's the big deal? It's dead already. But no.
Do you think this is in like discovering in the depths of the ocean? Like,
I think
what's this?
I think this is something along the lines of weird creature washes up on beach and takes out small beach town.
Yeah, I'd say that's about accurate. Now, this is of course a big monster movie.
Yeah.
They've been referring to the monsters as kaiju, kind of like the Japanese kaiju movies like Godzilla. That's like the most well-known one. I find that really interesting.
Probably a nerd for that.
Yeah, I find that really interesting that they've been saying like this is a kaiju movie because I'm a pretty big nerd and like I had to look up what that meant. Like they're really dedicating themselves to the kaiju idea.
I'm not that I love monster movies, but like outside of Gojira, you know, the original Godzilla, and a few of the sequels, like I don't really.
Yeah, I mean, I like
well versed.
Are you kidding me? Like all the Godzilla movies are my shit.
Resurgence,
my jam.
The new resurgence of like monster movies, like with the Host, the Korean film.
Oh my God, so good.
I was a huge fan of Cloverfield.
Yeah.
Like I really like movies. So this is a dream.
Cloverfield put me to sleep, but I will say this: I had, at one point or another, owned all of the kaiju movies.
Really?
On Laserdisc.
No way.
So I'm talking
Laserdisc.
I'm talking like Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla versus King Ghidorah versus Mothra versus like the whole shebang.
Wow.
I was in love.
Laserdisc collection washes up on beach and takes out.
I love those movies. But Mechagodzilla still holds a special place in my heart.
This is Charlie Day from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
He plays a pretty
No way.
It is, yeah. He plays a pretty prominent role in the film.
Next to a leopard skin bag.
Yeah. So Guillermo del Toro has said that he cast Charlie Day because he's a huge fan of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, which is really cool.
Yeah.
The voiceover we're hearing is that of Charlie Hunnam.
Yeah.
Who's also
I
from
love him.
Sons of Anarchy. Is
and Children of Men, he's the dude with the dreads. He's the scary mother trucker in Children. Like that guy is just terrifying because
he was also in Judd Apatow's Undeclared.
Was
the
he?
television show?
No way.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm just saying.
I like him.
San Francisco these days. Man,
dude,
it's like
ever since X3, the Golden Gate Bridge skin.
This is
this
is very.
It is like really a heated battleground between the apes and X3.
This is very reminiscent of a scene in Cloverfield where the monster destroys the Golden Gate Bridge. If you have a giant monster movie in a port city, there's something's gonna happen on a bridge. Like, come on,
it's true.
So. I mean,
but this just gives you a good idea. I think there's actually two of them right there.
I like this. This
I think
is classic.
It's just a horned thing.
No, I think there's a second arm coming in there because you see that guy's in the background.
Who knows? He might.
I like the kind of rhino nose.
But there are multiple creatures.
Yeah,
we know
that. We do know that there are multiple kaiju. This is so.
And I love how epic it feels because it's not doing the kind of shaky cam bull crap or anything. It's just like showing it to you and.
Oh yeah, which I think actually really excites me because it's not like what I hated about Cloverfield is that you really didn't get to see the monster until the very end, and it wasn't a very satisfying monster for me.
I disagree. I thought it was a satisfying.
I kind of wish they never showed the monster. Once he looks at the camera. Spoilers for Cloverfield. He looks at the camera, it's like, and then he eats the camera. It's like you're showing me way too much.
Yeah,
and
I was happy with it. I thought.
I thought Phil Tippett had to get his day.
It did not. It totally blew it for me. And I honestly, I had a similar feeling with Super 8 with the monster. I agree. I hated that monster.
They're indistinguishable to me.
Yeah, they look like their brother and sister.
Yeah, they just have no who was it? There's I think it might have been Stan Winston who said like you've made a good monster or an alien when a kid on a notebook during school can draw it and it looks like it.
Yeah,
and like you think about the stuff in Cloverfield and
I feel like they had a dartboard of like pieces of bodies and they just threw them at like a cluster of darts.
Anyway,
it's still a teaser. I think
the monsters in this movie though actually make me like. There's something I feel like I have drawn at one point or another.
I couldn't disagree more about the Cloverfield Super 8 comments you guys have. By the way.
Oh, so you're a big Cloverfield fan. That's
and
fine.
I'm a huge Super 8 fan.
I know you're a huge Super 8 fan. I like both those movies. 2.5 3-star movies to me.
So there is Charlie Hunnam. Now we know things that we know about this movie. Guillermo del Toro, the coolest thing that I've heard Guillermo del Toro say is that he shot it in such a way that he wanted it to be like, although not shaky cam or anything like that, he wanted it to be like every angle is something that conceivably could be shot by a human being.
I love that.
So it's not a bunch of aerial shots and things like that. Like when we're on the bridge, we're down on the bridge. And we know that that's just, it's like the Steven Spielberg with Jaws. He shot at water level. That's
he also did that with War of the Worlds. He was like, we don't want any shots of the president saying, or somebody saying, give me the president.
Exactly.
All that stuff. It's all like
now,
conceivably from the point of view.
Flying in and the truck's about to hit him.
Yeah.
It's true.
That's true.
And the one like tracking with the F-16s in the air. But
anyway, so
aside from that, no, that was from the girls' perspective. Like it was kind of
guys splitting hairs. Anyway, also the Jaegers, as they're called, which are the giant robots, are piloted by two people, and they each use a hemisphere of the robot's brain. So that's kind of just a cool.
So it's like left arm, concept. Right arm.
I think the atmosphere,
left brain, right brain.
The atmosphere.
One's
of these,
creative and one's scientific.
I think the atmosphere of these raining shots is so cool.
Oh, totally.
And I think they also. This is a little spoiler alert, but they kind of announced it, like Guillermo del Toro said in interviews, that there is a sequence where one of the pilots is unable to pilot, and we see what happens to the other one trying to pilot the thing by itself.
It's probably like somebody just had a stroke.
But it's supposed to be hooked into them neurologically. So I'm feeling it's going to be more. It's not just like they're moving with it. Like they're
it's not actually, like a Ripley in Alien.
Yeah. No, it's actually like Dr. Octopus.
Nice. All right, now here we go.
Talk about it.
All right. This is Ellen McClane. We think it's Ellen McClane, who played GLaDOS in Portal.
There's a third one in the background.
Who played? She did the voice of GLaDOS in Portal and Portal 2. She makes those games. I mean, those games are insanely fun. But GLaDOS is such a great character. I know you didn't feel this way, but I'm a little. It takes me out of the movie or the trailer when they use GLaDOS' voice. Even if it's not Ellen McClane, it sounds just like GLaDOS, and it seems like a conscious choice.
It is a conscious choice, and I think that's gonna divide audiences. But I think ultimately it's gonna be something that the fans of Portal games, which are immensely successful, are gonna say, "That's awesome."
I think it's Guillermo del Toro kind of being like, "Hey, I'm one of you."
Let's just go back to
but at the same time, if he's going to do the "Hey, I'm one of you," then he should. Del Toro's so talented. I wish he would do his own thing that's just as memorable.
Is the idea that this robot project was already around, or did they do this like overnight when the things started?
I think they built it when the thing started showing.
So this has got to be set some years in the future then, because we do not have the technology.
Obviously.
Or do we?
We like come up with it overnight.
So, see, that's them kind of getting jacked in, as they say.
Now,
and those even look like the droids in Portal. I don't know, the whole.
I mean, that's a future look right now.
It's cool. I dig that.
So there's Idris Elba from Luther and from Prometheus. Not doing a southern accent, doing his native British accent. I don't know if that's his native dialect, but
yeah.
I mean,
Dude, this looks so amazing.
Guillermo del Toro, I mean, you could already see, like, his color palette coming through. The guy is huge about the colors in his frame. He said that, like, if anybody else on set has anything to say about, like, the colors in his frame, that he immediately shuts them up.
Really?
Like, he is the one in charge of those.
That's cool. His cinematographer must love him, right?
Look, it's just nuts. That actually, this shot back here could conceivably be from that sequence I was talking about before.
Oh yeah, when one guy,
where one of the pilots is taken.
You know, it's so funny because I'm not a Transformers fan. I don't think there are a lot of Transformers fans out there, like real Transformers fans in the movie outside maybe the first one.
Spoiler alert: there's one in our office.
Oh.
There's a huge Transformers fan in our office.
But the thing I never get exhilarated watching Transformers because I never know what the hell's going on.
No,
like
this
all the
looks
parts,
like he's
even from the trailer, which are just meant to splash you. It looks like it's coherent and you can see what's going on.
I will say one thing, and I'm really hoping it's not the case. But if there is at any point, if there's like anything in this movie that is the monsters were unleashed because we were like drilling in like
because
a la Deepwater
eco-friendly
Horizon, you know, like we've ruptured the Earth's core from drilling, and we opened this portal.
That would really grind your gears, huh?
That would grind my gears. That would grind my gears.
Just well, it's too much.
I just don't give a shit, really. Honestly, I don't care if there's like an earthquake off the coast of Japan, and guess what? Boom, you got giant monsters.
But wait.
You're talking about in the fictional world.
Yeah.
Of the film, you care if there's an earthquake off the coast of Japan in real life.
But
I'm saying only I would only care about it if people were injured or if there was giant monsters.
Right.
So you think they should go like the Children of Men route? Like, we don't know why this happened. It could have been pollution. It could have been this. It could have been that.
They say in this, they discovered a crack and there was a portal to a different dimension.
Well, the crack could have. I don't know if global warming could have caused it. It could cause a crack. Hundreds of years.
I don't think they were.
Let's blame BP.
Let's blame
this
BP for a second. Whoa.
Forget global warming.
They punch each other in the face a lot in this. Now, the money shot of this trailer is awesome.
Holy shit.
The physics is great.
And you can see exactly what's happening.
It just looks cool. And it's so funny because Legendary and Warner Brothers...
You really get a sense of the scale.
Yeah.
Gonna pause on that. That's gonna be our shot.
There seems to be like some electricity coming.
Yeah, it's...
Is that underwater? No, that's rain, yeah.
No, boom. That's the one you want right there. Oh, yeah.
So... I have to say, the funniest thing about this, I mean, watching until the end, is to say it's in 3D.
I'm forgetting the name of the creature, but there is a really famous kaiju character that has it's like the giant turtle.
Oh, really?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. I don't know his name either.
Yeah, but
people are gonna string me out for this one. But.
It's funny because at Comic-Con, Del Toro like almost tore the house down with one comment. They asked him if it's gonna be in 3D, and he was like, "Not in my life," or he said like, "Absolutely not. It's gonna be in glorious 2D," and it tore the roof down. And then like a month later, he's like, "You know what? They showed me some 3D stuff, and it looks pretty good."
They showed me that ticket prices cost $3 more.
They showed me the cost. Yeah, exactly.
I'm not gonna see it in 3D, but you know, more
if it's gonna be IMAX, it's
I will 100% see this movie.
IMAX 3D. Yeah.
I would rather have IMAX 2D, but I mean, like, that's not possible.
I don't care. I'm going to see it. Yeah? It doesn't matter. I'm going to find a way.
Yeah.
I'm stoked.
I'm really glad Del Toro decided not to do The Hobbit in order to
I know.
Do
Look,
this.
hey, this week we got this out of it.
And I hope he does the, what was it, In the Mouth of Madness or whatever the movie.
At the Mountains of Madness.
Mountains of Madness, yeah, the In the Mouth of Madness.
I mean, he has no need to do The Hobbit.
Gamera is the turtle.
That's what it is. Gamera, thank you.
Yeah.
So,
hopefully this is great. He can do In the Mountains of Madness. He can do whatever he wants, because Del Toro is a guy who just collects projects and never does them. Or at least he has been for quite a long time.
Well, he did this.
Until this.
When he does it, he does it.
He does it.
That's what we think. We're obviously excited.
Just
Are you excited? Are you excited, YouTube video watchers? Let us know. Comment below. We will be commenting back.
Are you cool with GLaDOS being in this, or are you not? Maybe I'm just nitpicky. I get it.
Lots of people are commenting. They don't like that.
Yeah. So let us know what you think. Until next time, I'm Ryan.
I'm Jimmy.
I'm Andrew.
Thank you for watching.